All right, YouTube, it is not uncommon for this to happen, for me to come home, and this is what I've got. So here's the deal. I am currently helping out at Ferrum Forge. Knives that have just showed up will get done. I just am going to have to kind of push them off a little bit. I have got knives that are in front of these. So Chris and Pip Corona and the knife that's in this actually didn't come in the mail. This is something amazing that you guys are going to get to see. It's awesome. It's a Ferrum Forge. It's one of their one-offs. It's a one-off Master Blaster. You probably saw it. It's the one that was super, super etched. I'm trying not to show customer information. We'll pull this out. I'm going to show you guys the customer that purchased this knife, just like the Bowie. Oops, dropped the Ferrum Forge card. Now that is a highly modified Master Blaster. Hey, y'all get to see my cat. Pretty awesome. So had the guy that purchased this after it came up on the website requested an Emler Edge, which, if you guys do not know, is an option on the Ferrum Forge website. You can actually pre-order my sharpening service. So I've got to get these all unboxed and figure out exactly what's on here. Like I said, Chris Clements, your knife's here. Christopher and Pip Corona's knife showed up. In here there is a Rask, and we are going to do a video about a Rask, and I'll give you my honest opinion. And we'll see. You know, I like the Grimsmo brothers, so we'll see. This is just a quick video that's going to go up, just letting you guys know. I want to keep content going up as regular as possible, but it's almost 8 o'clock at night here, and I have been at Ferrum Forge for the last 4.5 hours. No, 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours. Helping out, trying to help them with little things that they don't have to necessarily be doing. You know, ceramic coatings, bead blasting, things like that. And help them get the knives out the door faster to you guys. So that's taken up a lot of time that I could be doing, but I feel as though I owe it to them. So I also owe you guys a video of that knife that came from Elliot's shop, which is the number 7 from Gavco. So, alright guys, I felt like it was kind of silly for me to do it that way. So yeah, I still owe a couple other videos on some other stuff. Sharpening bench has been pretty dry. Not necessarily, I don't mean dry like as there hasn't been knives here. I mean there's no water on it because I haven't sharpened any knives. I'm exhausted. I did a bunch of bead blast and stuff just because I know how much those guys up there have helped me with stuff. I mean, you guys got to remember, I have world famous knife makers that offer my sharpening service. They have done things for me that are way beyond the scope of what I could ever repay. And so it's just, you know, you give it back when you can. So my wife and kid are in Japan, so this they're behind because they got kind of screwed. Stuff is behind schedule, so whatever I can do to help out, I'm up there helping out. So I walked in today and Chris was working and I just held out my hands like this and I was like, giving you my hands, what do you need? So but I am tired. It's a long day. You know, I've been up since about 4:30 and basically been on the go since then. Videos that are in the pipeline. I know I still owe you guys a full collection video. I owe you guys a video of things that I would never get rid of. I think I'm going to do a couple videos on Sunday. I may do a live sharpening video, and I'm going to tag Nick Shabazz in my Rask video. Nick Shabazz and I have talked fairly regularly. I mean, it goes in spells, but on Instagram via DM. I actually like talking to Nick. I'm not going to lie. I told him the same thing in a DM not long ago. First few times I ever watched some videos, I kind of thought he might be a jerk. But I will say, if there's a channel you might want to watch where you get some good insight into things, certain things, like I don't necessarily agree with Nick about taking knives apart all the time. I think that I can easily clean my knives without taking them apart. Give one of these a bath in some acetone, blow it out with an air compressor, and then re-oil it, and I haven't had any problems. But I do take some knives apart occasionally. But other than that, Nick has a really good channel. He gets some information out there. You get to see knives that you normally wouldn't get to see, and it's a good way to see things that you might want to think about purchasing. And Nick just did a video here not too long ago about he's done with the custom knife world. And doesn't mean necessarily that he's done with it, like he wouldn't buy one. But you know what? I have to agree with him. And I'm not gonna lie, I make knives, and so therefore my knives are all handmade, so they would fall into that custom category. But I can't disagree with him. I can't disagree with him because he's right. And Chris Williamson and I were talking about it the other day. Things in the past, the custom knife world, there were things that were going on in the custom knife world, and there were knives that yes, did appreciate in value, and people were going out and getting custom knives. But the thing was, there weren't any quality production knives. They were pretty much all crap. They really were, and things have stepped up, and now you have companies like Ferrum Forge, and you have companies like Spyderco, and I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some quality drop off in some of the Spydercos, in some of their budget models. Cold Steel has stepped their game up here in the last year or so. I've gotten a couple of Cold Steels that have come in that are really nice knives. And yes, I do like Cold Steel knives. There are no good Emersons. There really aren't. You heard me say that in a video. But yeah, production knives have stepped their game up, and they're filling that niche that they weren't filling before. And then you have the custom makers that realized that custom knives, they can't make them fast enough to keep them out the door to make money that way. And then they've gone the mid-tech route, which I don't even agree that necessarily mid-tech is... When you say mid-tech, it has some connotations that go with it. People call Chris and Elliott's knives mid-tech, which technically I guess they'd fall into it, but there are so many things that they do that allow you to customize your knife that basically what they're offering is they're offering a 200-piece run of custom knives. Each one of those knives is going to be unique. They are all customizable to the way you want. And if you look at all the options they've got, there are thousands of options you can come up with. So at any rate, this was supposed to be a real quick video. I have to walk the dog. The poor dog is just sitting here on the floor looking at me woefully, like, when are we gonna go out? You've been gone all day. Came home, walked the dog, went straight up to the forge to help out. So my best friend told me that he has a YouTube follower, or YouTuber, I guess we'd say. I don't know. A YouTuber that he would love to see me do a video with, and I would, honestly, I follow the guy's channel. I would love to do a video, but I don't think my channel's big enough to do a video with him. It's Demolition Ranch. And he doesn't so much like the Demolition Ranch channel. It's the Vet Ranch, and he loves the Off the Ranch channel. So if that's something that we might be able to try to do with like all, I don't know, 800 and almost 840, almost 850 of us, if that's something you guys kind of want to do, let's see if we can't reach out to Matt on Off the Ranch and see if that's something he would do. It wouldn't necessarily be that I could make a trip to Texas. I mean, I could make a trip to Texas. I've done rodeo in Texas. I've taken off and drove to El Paso and things like that. I probably could do it on a weekend, but if that's something you guys want to see, I don't think I have enough sway to do it, but if my followers were interested in that, reach out. I mean, I'm willing to make a drive to Texas. I love Texas. So at any rate, I got to get off of here. I really have things I have to do. It's late. I haven't even eaten. Love you guys. I really do. You guys are awesome, and I will talk to you next time. Take it easy. See you next time.